Well,
I'm good. I guess Ed Explorer was wanting the details from the beginning about all this, and Barnett. I was trying to explain to him what was going down, and
yeah, it was
just
weird,
you
man. I
retell,
don't.
and it'll probably be better.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if if it's interlegion politics or something. But he's been kind of talking down to me, and he made a call yesterday to kind of I was asked to I mean Jarvis and Emily know I hauled a bunch of shit back uh, from Poland, handed it to them. They got it to Shannon to sell, and took a couple things out of the suitcase because Mamuka asked me to mail it to some well, he told me to hold on to it because he was going to come over once he got his visa. He never got his visa, so he sent me an email or text message asking me to mail this shit to some lady in California. Sent me an address. Well, I go to a post office and they want $60 to deliver with a priority and shit like that, and I was like, nah, fuck off. So I paid like $6.50 in postage to put it in a box, and they printed the postage sticker, put it on there, and it was gone. Well, 2 weeks later, this broad still hadn't got it, and Resh had asked me to do a group signal chat with this broad, and she's fucking sitting there talking shit to me, basically acting like I didn't send it. But after I do a little bit of research, I find out that this chick that I was sending this to was literally in the fucking car with us when I got put out at the airport in Warsaw. And I'm like, well, why didn't she fucking bring it with her? But that's neither here nor there, guys. I mean,
David said something.
No, I just said that's sketchy as fuck.
yeah. I'm looking at this fucking picture of this broad. I'm like, this is the same fucking chick that was in the vehicle with me. And I fucking told Reshit that, right? Well, yesterday he says, well, Mamuka's just skeptical of your, of what you've been doing and your abilities to deliver. And Mamuka hadn't told me shit, right? So I'm like, well, maybe this is just Reshit. But on the back, and literally in the same call, and I've got somebody in the vehicle with me when he says this, hey, we really need those flat antenna Starlinks. Well, I'm like, well, wait a minute. And just a couple of days before, when he first asked for the Starlinks, I'm like, well, wait, so is somebody going to meet me at the border? Because at first it was 4 of these things, and they're $2,500 a piece. And so he's like, can you? And I said, well, can somebody meet me at the border? This is a lot of shit for me to carry. Well, it depends on when we're available.
Hey Kelly.
Just kick her.
Yep. No, stop it. Next time. This is a private chat. We chose to do this instead of a conference call, so I'm gonna drop you down. Please don't take it personally. We're just we'll start something public right after this. Love you. Thanks. Okay.
So I mean, it's sketch as fuck, and he's running his mouth at me about, Mamuka still hadn't got his visa. I don't work for fucking State Department, and Jarvis will tell you, it's not like I haven't been trying. So, and like the DOD stuff, I mean, Paul and I have been working our asses off. We got Kinzinger and Cohen to sign a joint request from Congress that was sent to the DOD saying, hey, send this shit to the Georgian Legion. Here's the list. And we just got an email day before yesterday, saying, well, there's been a request for an extension in delivery, meaning that they got a bunch of other shit they're putting together, probably that $1.85 billion worth of shit that was sent over. So we're sitting here going, okay, well, we're doing our best. And then Reshit's telling me yesterday, well, my best isn't quite fucking good enough, and that everybody's pretty upset with with what I've done so far. And then the kicker is Reshit said, Nona said Paul gave you 2 suitcases of stuff to take to the Georgian Legion. I'm like, whoa, hold on a minute. I said, those 2 suitcases of stuff were not for the Georgian Legion, and nobody fucking, and that's none of Nona's fucking business. So I'm starting to think that there's a whispers campaign going on. So I told Reshit I'd bring these fucking Starlinks, but I'm going to bring them, but I'm not going to tell anybody when I go in country, and I'm going to leave them with that dude Ilya with the Kyiv Independent. and I'm gonna fucking leave them. And I'm gonna say, here, you get these to the Legion. Here's a fucking phone number. Get them to come pick them up. That way, there's a third party there just delivering them. And I'm gonna give the other stuff to Ilya as well, Monty, and he'll make sure it gets delivered to the people. So,
I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
yep, no worries. Because right now I'm just soured up, man. I mean, I've and the worst part of it is Reshit mentioned my name in the same breath, in the same sentence as Grady. And I was just like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? So I kind of, I twist.
Brady?
He just said he.
Yes, Shady Grady.
Yeah, it's fucked
Oh,
up. Yeah, it's fucked up.
hold on one second. Shinji, this is,
So,
I'm gonna drop you, and I don't mean it personally at all, but it's a private space, so I'm gonna drop you, and then we'll do a public space afterwards. Thank you. We're doing this in lieu of a, yeah, I know.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, I'm just at the end of my rope with it. And so I understand there's been some friction between Reshit and the rest of the guys at the Legion. Reshit's not been doing anything, but I mean, I, I don't know what's going on. I just know that, the only time I hear something from Reshit is when he wants something. And I don't know if somebody said I'm not doing enough over here or what, but I told Reshit, I said, I don't have a fucking fundraiser like Grady. I said, everything I do, it comes out of my fucking pocket. So, and I have worked nonstop since July. So, and I told Paul Massaro about it yesterday, and he is pissed. Pissed. So, he is fucking angry.
I have a question. I'm going to let David go first because he's driving.
No, I don't have anything.
What?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Oh, Monty, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm really confused about all this. And is it just some like you're saying, interregional politics going on? I mean, is Mamuka
I
aware
don't
of all
know,
this?
man. I don't know, and I'm not going to bother the dude because I was told he was at the front, so I'm not going to bother him. So I've known in the past that if Mamuka had a fucking problem with me, he'd tell me he had a problem with me, not Reshit. So, and what's really fucking sketch to me is Reshit asking me to bring these fucking high dollar Starlinks in the country, saying the guys really need them, and I'm like, well, then why don't you like? So I ordered 4 of the low dollar RV ones, thinking, okay, so these are the flats. This is what he needs. And I asked him, confirm this is what you need. Yes. Well, that's not what he needed. These aren't the flats. He needed the $2,500 per unit systems. So I got to send the 4 that they're sending me back. And you see where I'm going with this? This dude's a fucking noob, man. He's starting to piss me off. But the worst part is, he's sitting there asking me for shit while he's telling me that I'm garbage in their fucking book. So I'm done, man. I really am, and I hate to say it, but I'm just, don't fucking slap. You don't have to slap me in the face with a wet squirrel to get me to see what's going on here.
Well, he sounds like a shit manager in any event.
Well, he ain't gonna manage me.
I've worked for people like that. They don't keep people long.
No,
Not good ones.
no. So it's got me to the point where I can't carry a weapon into Ukraine, right? I usually get it when I get there. And I don't trust this fucking guy. So I'm going to go in incognito. But I did let him know when I come in.
Guys,
and I told him I'm coming in.
Hold on 1 second. Ed. Whoa. Hey, Yogi. We'll do a public space after this, but this is private. So I know you're going to get super
I booted him.
Okay.
So I told him I'm coming in incognito, but there's going to be some people that know I'm coming in and where I'm going to be at. So don't fuck with me. And I told him I'm gonna drop this shit off with Kiev Independent, and they can get it to you. Because when that dude, I was sending him stuff, to support my stance, the emails and stuff like that. He says, "Oh, I feel like I'm dealing with my girlfriend." I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me, dude? You sat there and said I wasn't doing enough for you guys, so I'm sending you what I've been doing just to get, because I don't send them every email I send or every email I receive, and I send everything. I'm just pounding him with these emails, and he fucking sends me a text, fucking down on me for it after telling me I don't do enough. Man, fuck off, dude. So,
Yeah, that's not a good way to keep anybody around helping you out.
no, no, and the best part is I got all his fucking, and I told him I'm a meticulous keeper of communications, so I've got everything that dude sends me. So if it ever comes up, there you go. But it bothers me that he sat there and said, Nona said that you had 2 suitcases of stuff from Paul for the Georgian Legion. And I questioned Nona about it. She didn't respond. So if she said that, she was fucking out of line. And Paul's not a big friend of Nona. He doesn't like her a whole lot because he views her party as is a Trumpist party. So he's not too happy with her. He talks to her, he gives her time, meets with her because I asked. He said I met with her because of you, not because of her. So, but I fucking sent her a text message yesterday. I said, I'm less than happy that someone told Reshit that I did not deliver the 2 suitcases that Paul had in D.C. They were not for the Georgian Legion. Feel free to contact Kyle Parker if you'd like to know who they were for. Well, I can see she read it, but she didn't respond. So if she's got big enough dick to sit there and talk shit about me, she ought to have big enough dick to eat crow when she's wrong, right? So fuck them. That's it. That's all I got. So, I mean, I hate it, dude. I hate it, man. There's one thing you can't get back after you expend it in this world, and that's time. It's gone forever. And I just feel like I've wasted time. So, whatever. I hope they get their shit. I hope they get all their stuff from DOD. I hope Mamuka gets his visa one day, but I'm not the one anymore. So,
Well, what about that the woman in California that you were
yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, so get this. This chick, Veronica, she owns a $1.7 million house in a trust in her name, a 5,000 square foot house. She has a nonprofit called White Ribbon USA, and it's supposedly a VA mandated anti-domestic violence group, but she's in country on a domestic violence visa. She's Ukrainian, and that's the chick that was with Mamuka when I saw him in Warsaw last. And that's what boggles my mind. If this chick's got so much cash and so much money, why didn't she fucking come meet me and pick the shit up? Or better yet, why didn't she bring it home with her? But yeah, she's also got a fucking maid service too. So I mean, something ain't right, dude. Something ain't right at all. And then when I asked Nona, I said, "Do you know who this woman is?" "Yes, I know who she is." That's all I got. So whatever, man. I mean,
That part to me is just the most bizarre. Like, and then what they asked you to drop off to her mail to her makes 0 sense.
2 vials of vitamin supplements and some candles, and this fucking broad went ballistic. Hey, I sent you guys the text messages. She wanted to know who I sent it to, where I sent it from. She was going to call the post office and this, that, and the other. I was like, fuck, good luck, bitch. My ex-father-in-law works for the fucking postal service. Mail gets lost all the time. Or maybe the fucking feds dug into it and figured out what it was. Maybe it's not vitamin supplements, and that's why she's freaking out. I don't know.
Postal inspectors could have held it.
Yep.
Inspectors could have held it for review, and that could have been some of the holdup.
That could have been. So, and that might be why she's freaking out. Because I was like, man, why is she so worried about that? And guys, why would I bring that big giant suitcase full of shit and drag it home, then drag it to DC, and then give it to Jarvis to get over to Shannon. Why would I go through all of that? Why wouldn't I just keep everything in a suitcase? I was like, man, you guys are fucking, you're shitting on $1 over a dime? Are you fucking kidding me? So, and then Ratchet went so far as to say,
And
well, man, look, if you just kept it, you just tell us. I was like, what the fuck I want to keep that for? So, whatever, man. Whatever. Just odd shit. So, and if anybody wants, I mean, so I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the foot to fall. Oh well, he just talked shit about us and this, that, and the other. Whatever, dude. You know, I would. I didn't have one of them fucking following me around in DC when I was walking 12 miles a day in the fucking heat this summer trying to get shit for them. Wait, and Paul and I met with fucking people when we were in Ukraine promising us shit from the Georgian Legion, and they never delivered anything. That fucking letter for all that fucking lethal aid, I had to fucking handle all of that because they wouldn't even, the fucking head of GUR wouldn't even sign the request for them and get it to us. We had to do it without that, which we did, thank God, but it was just oddball, man. That's why Paul and I are sitting back going, what's wrong? What's going on? I mean, whatever.
I got to take a pee, so I'm in a really good mood.
I got to stop again. I
Hey,
love
guys.
stopping.
Well, I guess y'all got it in a nutshell. Y'all can take it for what it is, but Monty, I'll let you know when I'm traveling and when I drop that stuff off with Ilya, and yeah.
When are we gonna see you again?
Huh?
So I got a couple of things, comments, whatever. It does sound like it's interpersonal bullshit. I hope it all gets sorted out to some sort of satisfaction for you. I have a feeling if you talk to Mamuka, or when you eventually talk to Mamuka, that will probably resolve some of it, and that this is something going on with Rashid, but I don't know for sure. But I do want to ask what you want me to do with the stuff that we have from Shannon. That's like
when I travel across,
Woodland
dude,
Camo.
when I travel across, I'm gonna bring that shit with me. So I'm making one last trip, and I'm gonna haul it all.
Okay, so you're gonna come to DC and grab that.
Yeah.
And so can I still give you the guns? Is that possible? Do you have a
when I come back, I'll
ability?
pick them up. When I come back, I'll pick them up.
Okay.
Because I'm leaving from DC to go to Washington. I mean Warsaw.
Yeah.
Well, sorry.
One of them was about to become a short barrel rifle, so I was before I had to buy a tax stamp. Stop. This is business. Stop. So I want to get it out of the U.S. before I have to buy a tax stamp. But if you're going to take them, that's good. Otherwise, I was just going to sell them.
No.
All right, good. I'd rather they kill Russians.
Yeah.